All right, so first things first. Let's see if the stream's working. Because I'm not used to doing this. Channel. Here we go. Awesome. We are getting some cards ready for PSA and CGC. I will make this chat live chat. Can you pop it out? You can. Nice. And let's make sure we can see Twitch chat too, just in case. And over here, channel. Cool. We are live. Maybe. It says offline. Why does it say offline? It says live, but then it says offline. Don't know why that's happening. That's fun. Weird. Twitch is confused. You show as live, timer is counting, but the actual stream is off. Ugh, I don't know why. That's annoying. Could be a restream issue. Let's see. Edit destinations. Maybe if we retoggle Twitch, it'll actually use it. Nope. Could be the bitrate. Let's see if the bitrate in OBS is an issue, maybe. Fun. Can you change that midstream? That's a fun question. All right, I lowered it to 6K, which is what Twitch likes. So we'll see if that works. Could be a setting somewhere in here, but I don't know. It seems like it would be a better idea to just say the heck with it and focus on YouTube. Come on. All right, we are going to turn off Twitch. Somehow. This is the fun. I don't know. I don't want to do another go live notification because that's BS. Where's our setup? Destinations. Just turn Twitch off. Good deal. All right, we're still on YouTube though. That's where everyone wants to be. Cool. All right, so we are going to be getting some of these valuable Pokemon cards, figuring out what they're worth, and submitting them to PSA. At least we'll do the first couple parts of that. So let's see. We're starting off with this very, very damaged Dark Charizard. So let's look him up. 4 out of 82. Wonder if I could do like a secondary copy of this where it zooms in on the number. That's interesting. Let's do this. Let's just have some fun with this. This isn't important. So what we'll do is we'll copy and paste this. And on this one, we will use a filter. Let's see. So if we do a filter or a property or a transform, will it apply to all of them? Let's find out. Nope. Good. All right, so what we'll do is we will make it much larger, and we need to crop it. So we will crop the top lot. Where'd that put us? Oh, I forgot that I'm flipping it, so that'll make it even harder because, so technically, since this video is flipped, the top's not the top. So our top is going to be our right, so our left is going to be our top. All right. So let's do that. I wish I could just drag. All right, so let's get our top cut off more. Because what we want is we want to be able to see the bottom of the card where it has information very well. Also, it might help to zoom in a little bit so we can see our centering and stuff like that too. All right. Now, let's do a bottom crop too. We'll do here. And what we'll do is we'll just put this at the bottom here. And I have to grab a phone call. That's always fun. So we are back and we got our mic set up still. Good. Cool, cool, cool. And we've got our little part here at the bottom so we can see the number even better. What we'll do is I'll just move it down here further. It's stupid. This has been a dumb waste of time. But that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to test stuff to see if it's dumb. 4 out of 82. Dark Charizard. Raw market price is about 150. In this condition, I'm sure he's pretty low. Let's see what PSA has to say about the auctions. Chat, live chat. Perfect. Jump that over to here. Let's bring it up. Let's figure out how PSA likes us to search stuff. Dark Charizard number 4. So let's see. So this is not a first edition. So it is just a Dark Charizard Holo number 4. We'll pull him up. A number 2 or so goes for about $80. So we can say this one goes for about 80. And we'll add it to our list. All right. Finally, got a card done. Now this Dark Charizard, I'm just going to say, he looks like he's in a better shape. Maybe that's just my opinion, though. All right, so let's see. 4 out of 82. Get another one of them on here. And this one, let's say he looks like he might be... he's got some major white on the back. Probably a 5 or something. All right, so we will see a 5 goes for about 70 as well. Cool. All right. Maybe I can move the mic over here and still be okay. All right. So we'll switch over now to Poliwrath. Poliwrath looks to be in pretty bad shape as well. 15 out of 130. So Poliwrath only is like a $12 card as it is anyway. It's not going to be over 200 graded. We've got a real Poliwrath, or a regular Poliwrath, I should say. Not destroyed, and not base set 2 either. And he's 13 out of 102. Poliwrath number 13. So I wonder if there's a better way to search these. I guess Poliwrath is your best bet, and then you just have to do Control F for 13. It's frustrating. Okay, so this is a 99. It does not say 2000 on it. It is not shadowless. It is a normal one, and it is in English. So they go for about, let's say he's a 9 or something, maybe $100. So, I don't know. Is he going to be a 9? No, he's got a lot of white on him. So probably $20. Magneton. You know what? I think that the concept of this stream was fun, like the initial idea. I don't think I'm going to look up the info about them on the stream, though. I think instead I'm just going to make a record of these cards so that when we do submit them, we'll have good information about what they looked like originally, right? So let's just do that anyway. We'll just go through, we'll speed through, and that way it'll be more fun because we get to look at cool cards and it'll be easy. So here we go, Magneton. Pretty darn cool. It's from base set. All right, let's see what we got next in here. Arceus. Very nice. Decent looking Arceus there from Brilliant Stars. Ditto. Very cool, Ditto. That's very cool, Ditto. Nice fossil. So now we've got the Dark Gyarados. There you go, pre-release. Speaking of darkness, we've got our Dark Celebi here. Very nice card. We've got the Pikachu. Pikadash. Light Machamp. Very nice card. Be cool if these could spin around or something. Mew. That's a promo. Nidoking. Check out that swirl. Ah. Gotta show off the Pokemon watch accidentally. Mew. Wow, that's a cool hollow rainbow effect. Centiskorch. Kingler. Galar Rapidash. The Mewtwo EX. Check that thing out. This one's a bit of an oldie. Check out that what is that? Houndour? There's gotta be a fun way we could like bring them into view. If I had like 6 more hands, it would be way easier. Heracross. I remember when this guy came out, it was one of the first times it was like, wow, wait, they can add more abilities? Ah, Dad! Haha. Love you, bud. Thanks for stopping in. And almost all of these are going to be available for sale at retreat cost once they're all graded and such. There might be a couple that I want to save. The avocado French fries. Ooh, check that one out. That one's pretty cool. That's one thing. When they're in these big card savers, they're not always going to be oriented like straight. So it doesn't even matter how perfect your spot is to put them. That's a cool Umbreon. Hey, who knows? Maybe someone's going to be out there just like bored and want to watch this video just to see some darn cool cards in their natural habitat. That's not bad. So, all right. Let's say that you are actually watching this and for some reason you decided to listen and hear what I had to say. Retreat cost is doing good. Things are going well. We're really happy that we've gotten to a point where we have a pretty good amount of inventory of stuff for people. Things still sell out. So I would definitely advise, like, if you want, when the Scarlet and Violet comes out, don't hesitate. Try to pick some up when it comes out. We're slowly but surely getting closer to having somewhere that we can come together and play and trade and stuff like that, which is nice. I'm excited about. Let's see what else is new. Part of the purpose of showing you guys all these cool cards as we get them graded is because I want to start grading cards for the community, for customers. It's going to be cheaper than if you try to do it yourself, obviously, because we're going to have the big fancy account and we're going to be able to pass those savings on to you, so to speak. So that'll be cool. And I don't want to send people stuff without having first done it myself. And this may come as a surprise, but I've never had a card graded. I'm used to looking over here, just because it's where we play D&D. I've never actually had a card graded personally. I've only ever purchased cards that had already been graded. So, with that in mind, I'm not going to send people's stuff they trust me with out into the ether without having done it myself. So, here we are. I figure a good first step would be, something like this. Having an actual video of the exact cards. If they're wizard stuff, you're actually going to be able to make sure your card is the right card because the fact that it will have the same hollow pattern. Those hollow patterns, they're not entirely unique, but they're definitely useful as a fingerprint to make sure it's the right card. The chances of getting one with like a swirl in the same spot back are extraordinarily low. So we can kind of check that. Now, honestly, here's the thing. The only worry would be if PSA or CGC or someone, made a mistake and wound up giving us back someone else's card. I don't see a situation where, we would make that same mistake and not do it right, because we're going to have an actual inventory and a list and a manifest of what cards are being sent and whose they are. Also, as we start accepting cards for grading, we're going to require that people put those orders through for grading through our online store, even if it winds up costing us a little more that way, because we need to make sure we have your proper billing address and shipping address and all that stuff for when they get back. Because I don't want someone not getting their card back. That's even worse. I am getting a phone call here. I'm going to have to pause it for a second, and I'll have to call them back. So, that's pretty much where we're at. It will be harder for like a non-hollow card, but in all honesty, not many people are probably going to try to grade those. That one's pretty cool. Got a little swirl there on the left. Let's see what else we got. Also, I think I'm going to have to reorganize these slightly just so that they're in order of set and stuff like that, just to make it easier for looking them up. That's a pretty cool one. Make sure that's not on it's on the card saver. Oh, here we go. Charmeleon to go with it. And we got a very nice Zard there. Let's see what else we got next. Ultra Zapdos Articuno. Volcanion. Oh, this is cool. This is my card. I pulled this from the very, very first... oh, thank you for the kind words, Nina. I really appreciate that. I pulled this from the very first pack I opened of Crown Zenith when we first got it in. Uh-oh. Or was it this one? No, it was the other one. And we're going to get it graded. Oh, cool. We got a Ditto here. Pokemon Go Ditto. A little bit off to the side, which is kind of, Light Machamp. I didn't start going backwards, right? Swampert. There we go. My favorite Pokemon is definitely going to be Mew. I've got a couple cool Mews and stuff. They're packed away right now, but definitely Mew because I had a friend who traded me a really cool one. That he used a Game Shark to get it back in the day, and I loved that thing forever because like you could teach it any move, like a Pokemon you can literally just teach any move, and he's got really high stats and stuff. Like when you're a little ADHD kid, it's like, okay, this will be perfect for me because now I don't have to really think about what Pokemon to bring out, but I can still play the game, collect them, go through the story, just with a overpowered Pokemon. But now that I'm older, it's nice to actually catch different Pokemon and give yourself challenges and stuff. Like when I played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I wound up not evolving my team at all because I wanted to have a bunch of like base Pokemon that weren't evolved at all. Oh, Rayquaza is awesome too. My dad, his favorite's Gengar. Gengar is a super cool one too. All right, Raichu, very nice. This is an old one. We got the e-reader Raichu. What else we got here? We got Mewtwo. I like Rayquaza because he's got a really cool shiny color too. Like it's like yellow and red and black and stuff. Oh, here we go. This actually might be my card I want to get graded. I'd have to double check. 90% of these are ones that are the stores, but there's a couple that are mine. That's cool looking. I bet I could build something with Lego that just kind of rotated them a little so they get a really pretty look to them. Wow. All right, this one's so cool that it doesn't even want to focus. Wow. The Crystal Nidoking. You can see in the background it's like crystals in there. And he's got the crystal type on there. And it's also, I think, one of the earlier e-readers because it's still 2002 at the bottom. That is cool. That was an era I can't say I know like everything about. But ooh, Charmander Delta species. I mean, how often do you find an electric Charmander, right? I also feel like stuff like this is going to be more interesting as we get more Delta species and stuff like that, whatever they'll call them, because the terastallized or crystallized Pokemon in the new game are super cool. Dad, get a haircut. Check out how the hollow pattern shifts in the very back left on the top. Like, that's just super cool. Some of these hollows are just really neat cards, especially the older ones that you don't see often. Oh, there we go. Let's make sure you're focusing on that. There we go. Delta Pika. Oh, that's what we want. That's the photo you want. That's the screenshot where you've got the crazy pattern just really blowing up in the back there. That's what you want. All right. So these ones are the ones that we're going to send to PSA because PSA is right now doing a pretty good promotion on getting cards graded. Now, I have more that we're going to send to CGC. CGC and PSA, both reputable companies that have been grading cards now for at least a few years each. PSA has been grading both cards and Pokemon cards for a long time, and CGC is trusted for comics, but has recently gotten into cards. So I'm going to put first. All right, yeah. First, we'll go through this stack, which is like the normal ones. Some of these might even be like more expensive ones and fancier cards because it's just going to be too expensive to get them graded with PSA. Some of them are just, normal ones too. Professor's Research. We've got the fancy Pika. Might go up in value when Ash is removed from the anime. The Orbeetle. That's a really pretty card. I like how it's got like the whole world just kind of turning into like a big mess. Here we go. Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff. Got a Nice pattern in it too. Ah, the bird trio. Dark Flareon. Non-hollow. Very, very beautiful Wailord. Super nice. E-reader with no, nothing at the bottom down there. Blaine's Vulpix first edition, Jim. That's darn cool. Ah. I'm going to change one more setting. I know, I'm the setting guy. Loves messing with them settings. But I think the one issue I'm having here is I want continuous autofocus, but it's got to be at one particular center point, not like a something where it's trying to like figure out what to focus on. I don't want it to focus on the back. I just want it to focus on the card. And I think as long as we keep this in the center here. Yeah, beautiful. There we go. The best set. I have a favorite set. Best is a really hard phrase because everyone has a different reason, or at least everyone should have a solid reason in their head of why they like Pokemon or why they collect. Like for me, I love the games. Yes, Knuckles. Retreat Cost is going to be starting to grade cards very soon. So like I like all the video games and stuff. I like Team Rocket personally, just as characters. So I'd say like Team Rocket Returns is probably my favorite set. If you're talking like modern sets to like collect and stuff, yeah, most fun. Okay. I always like the expansion sets because when you first start opening them, like not expansion, the side sets like Silver or like Shining Fates, Champion's Path, all those cool ones, the celebrations, stuff like that. I like those side sets a lot because although it's easy to like pull too many of the commons and uncommons, when you first start, it's so cool to be like, wow, look at all these cool cards. Because like I don't look up prices and stuff just because I'm just doing it for fun. So just having fun opening like Shining Fates or Champion's Path or Celebrations or even Pokemon Go when it first came out before you like knew like what all the cool cards were. That's the most fun I have. And then like back in the day I collected, I liked Jungle a lot. I collected a bunch of the EX Team Rocket Returns and all the first sets, and it's just a lot of fun. I mean, that's if you're not having fun, what's the point? Sometimes we have customers come in and they ask us, oh, which one can I get the most expensive of cards from? And you just don't even want to answer. You just kind of try to change the subject. And if they pressure you, you look and take a peek and you're like, oh, well, maybe Brilliant Stars right now if they're still at $4 a pack. But, if you're not having fun, what's the point? Mega Lucario. Come on, Mega Lucario. You want to focus, don't you? There we go. Now this one's kind of neat because it has a it has this little A at the bottom there. See that where it's got a 55A instead of just having a normal number on it. I believe that means it's like a promo that came out of a like a box or something like that. Harder to look up prices of because TCG Player doesn't always recognize those. Instead, you have to use like some other sites. That's pretty decent looking. So I wonder what Geo's plan. Oh, there's a little swirl in the back. I wonder what Geo's plan is of why some of these are going to CGC and some PSA. It might be because he doesn't want to send like many that could also be 9s or whatever. Oh, okay. Good call on the not used in tournaments. I think you're probably right. I don't know though. No, I think the A might mean alternate, like alternate design or something. Because I know they're like the one thing I've noticed is often it'll be the same card, but with a different like art. And I believe if you have the exact same card and it's officially legally printed by Pokemon Company International in English, it should work as another form of that same card, so long as you don't have more than 4 total in your deck. Um, or that's the first regulation marks, and I'm talking out my butt and don't know anything. Oh, that's pretty nice. I like the stamp, how it glitters in there. Oh, and that's a nice swirl on that Mew. I'm digging that one. Lucario and Melmetal. Pretty cool. After this group, the next group is basically going to be ones that Geo thinks would be worth getting subgrades for because they might be either printing defects or just slightly outside of the realm of normal cards. And CGC does that. So, oh, here we go, Shining Rayquaza. This is going to get sent out and graded. That's a pretty cool looking card too. I should send out my Shining Charizard. Shining Arceus. Very pretty one. We got CZ tins in. We're not. I don't. It's. So here's the thing. I try to follow like the rules and stuff, and usually, Pokemon doesn't want you to send stuff out or sell it until it's like a certain day. Now with the Crown Zenith tins, it's kind of odd because technically Crown Zenith is already out. It's not like there's anything new in there. You know, are you really breaking a street date? But just to be safe, we're going to wind up putting them out on the shelf tomorrow. Also because like I don't have time quite today to get them from the shop, do the receiving, and bring them down and all. But good question. I am playing Scarlet and Violet. I'm very, very early in it still. I only have like my main guy, Fire, Fuecoco, and like, you know, a couple other boring ones that I just picked up just to try to make it through the game. It's just been time. I have a 2-year-old, and my fiance and I are just constantly busy with that, and you know, in the store and stuff, and running my other business. And now I've been trying to get better with prompting and chat GPT and AI and stuff like that, and modern JavaScript and things like that. So I've been putting a lot of time into a lot of different pots on the stove. U2EX. All right. Oh, I wonder if his pattern is odd or something. That's the thing with Geo knows this stuff better than I do. But he wants subgrades on that one. And oh, here we go. So subgrades on this, I can tell this. This is because I think it's far off to the side. And I think he likes OCs. Let's see what's next. Mega Blastoise. Very pretty. I wonder if this is the one where he thought the color was off. I don't think it's just the centering on that. Zamazenta V. Yeah, I wish I knew better what he was looking for some of these. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter. When I submit these, all you have to do is you have to tell them, yeah, I'll give you $5 more for you guys to give me subgrades and tell me why it was graded a certain way. So as long as we, you know, pay the fee, we will find out. And we'll find out if they're special or not. And another call. I can't grab that right this second. I'll have to call them back too. Hitmonchan. Not bad looking. Lieutenant Surge's Magneton. Come on, Lieutenant Surge. There we go. Very, very nice. Dratini from Team Rocket. Wonder if this is a blurry stamp or something. Ah. The edition stamp is pretty blurry. Beedrill. Very nice Beedrill. Zapdos. Gyarados. Palkados. Most excited to grade? I am interested to see when the Mews, any of the Mews come back, especially like the promo Holo Mew number 8 or 9 or whatever it is. I might wind up adding. Oh, this is the pink skunk tank. Yeah, he's all pinky. See that? Like the coloring of his belly and stuff is all like messed up. Wow, I'm sorry if I'm not being very eloquent today. It's been one of those days. Mewtwo. Crimp Mewtwo. Check that out at the bottom. So this one was crimped in the little plastic wrapper, apparently, when given out at the movies. So that'll be really neat to get back. Glaceon with a very, very, very far top cut. See how he's got nothing left on the top there. Super off-center. Articuno. Let's see what you're doing, Articuno. What's your deal? Is it a special Articuno? Because like the words touch the line and stuff? Honestly, I haven't seen all the new ones. I'm sure that I will become very acquainted with them as soon as Scarlet and Violet comes out, which we are supposed to have a bunch of booster boxes for, even if we're not, we're still trying to tell people to make sure they pick it up, because I think it will be a very hot set. Oh, okay. The most excited card I have for getting graded is going to come up right after this one. So this is a super cool one, 69 out of 68, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno. The real version of the card that everyone gets in their ETB. But check this bad boy out. Here we go. Obviously, he's not in the best shape. However, we have here a Shadowless base set Red Cheeks Pikachu. So getting this one graded is definitely interesting. Obviously, we've got a lot of white over on the side here. Our centering looks off to the point where it's almost diagonalish, maybe? It's very hard to say, because like video cameras are always going to put a lot of distortion onto an image. But yeah, this is definitely one I'm super excited about getting graded. So honestly, relatively short stream, but I wanted to have a record of this stuff so that camera's here, right? I wanted to have a record of this stuff so that when I send it out and get it graded and all, I know it's there. Plus, this was advertising, Thank you very much for the kind words, Crunkles. And thank you, Nina, for hanging out and being such a fun participant in the chat. And also, thanks to Dad and Joseph. And this was super cool. Hopefully, we can do more of these little ones, short ones sometimes. And